Welcome beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. In today's video's Transfer Explained, we'll be looking at Ilkay Gundogan, who will be probably on a free this summer to Paris Saint Germain. We'll be looking at all the reports linking him to the Parisian club. We'll be looking at how he could line up at the Parisian club, and obviously my rating and a probability. And obviously we'll be also comparing his stats to our current midfielders. So first of all, let's look at the reports. First here from L'Equipe, Justin Ilkay Gundogan is one of the profiles targeted by Paris Saint Germain. However, the Germans' number one objective is to join Barca. Number two, from Marca, PSG entered with force in the Gundogan file. PSG's proposal is considered very interesting for the player, which I may presume is a good wage. That's why I presume. Justin, PSG have entered in the battle very strongly for Ilkay Gundogan at Julian Nagelsmann's request. The PSG proposal is seen as very interesting by the player. Manchester City, Arsenal, Barca, and Paris Saint Germain are the four offers that Gundogan values from Jigo Choa. And lastly, here from Sports Zone, Julian Nagelsmann wants Ilkay Gundogan. The German player was offered to Paris a few weeks ago, who refused because Campos and Nasser Khalifi had other plans. After having taken a lot of delay, Paris enters the dance for the captain of City. The player has made no decision. Manchester City is sportingly what interests him the most, but his wife, who is pushing to join Barcelona, is also attracted to French capital. So stuff to bring up here. First of all, it's Julian Nagelsmann that wants Ilkay Gundogan, which also tells you that Nagelsmann is very close to the Paris Saint Germain job. Second of all, Campos, this really isn't his transfer, but he's going to fix it, negotiate and everything. Third of all, Ilkay Gundogan may still extend at City. That is still an option for Ilkay Gundogan, but the two other offers is Barcelona and Paris Saint Germain. I'm not even looking at Arsenal because nobody cares about Arsenal. So that's been it for the reports, and obviously Ilkay Gundogan contract expires this summer but may extend at City. I think they have offered him a 1 or 2 year extension, 25 market value, and his age 32 and will become 33 this year. Looking at his stats, his non-penalty goals, his shots total, his assists, his shot rating action, dribbles completed, passing percentage, progressive passes, and progressive carries. Looking very great for the German midfielder, but let's take a look at how he could line up at Paris Saint Germain. Obviously, he can play as a right central midfielder or as a left central midfielder in a three-man midfield. He has before played in a two-man midfield, but I'm not 100% sure if that really could work here at Paris Saint Germain. Obviously, if you put an Ugarte next to him, it could work, but Gundogan is mostly a really offensive 8, nearly as a number 10. So I don't think a two-man pivot would work with Gundogan. But let's take a look here at his stats compared to our midfielders, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, and Marco Verratti. And obviously you can see his first in non-penalty goals, shots total, assists, shot creating actions, touches in penalty area, and progressive carries, showcasing that he's a much more attacking midfielder than all the other three midfielders we have here at Paris Saint Germain. But I took a look at his defensive stats, and as you can see, he's worst in tackles, interception, blocks, and lost worst in clearances, but best in areas won, which shows you the player that Ilkay Gundogan is, a really offensive midfielder, especially compared to our midfielders. So I compared them to offensive midfielders. We're also linked with this transfer window: Nico Barella, Bernardo Silva, and obviously Kefran Thuram. And as you can see, Gundogan has really great stats compared to them. First in non-penalty goals and shots total, second in assists, shot rating actions, touches in penalty area, and progressive passes. But again, it's because he nearly plays as a second striker, really offensive. I even remember 2 seasons ago where he pretty much played as a false 9, as a centre forward under Pep Guardiola, and he did that role really beautifully. But is it really what we're looking for? Is it really a midfielder? He's more the Neymar type, and I don't know if we really are looking for that kind of player. I would love a Bernardo Silva, Nico Barella, or a Kefran Thuram more. And even looked again at the defensive stats, and as you can see here again, Gundogan showcasing that defensively, not the best compared to the other players. And obviously he would be for free, which would be a really good thing. I love my free players. Even though they get a slight signing on bonus, it's a very good deal for us. And he has a 140k wage currently at Manchester City. But with those reports talking about the offer is interesting, Gundogan, I think maybe the wage will go up to 250k here at Paris Saint Germain. I see this is a very similar-esque to Wijnaldum when he was for free at Liverpool. Barca were really close on getting him, and then we came in and pretty much doubled his wages, and he joined Paris Saint Germain. And I would give this signing a probability out of 6.5 out of 10. He can still extend at Manchester City, and he's been in talks with Barca for a very long time, so it will be very hard for Paris Saint-Germain to negotiate here for Gundogan. But according to the reports, the offer is interesting him. His wife would love to move to Paris. I mean, who wouldn't? And I would give this signing a 7 out of 10 quality-wise. I think Gundogan is a really quality player, a really great player, can obviously push for a starting position here at Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, Ugarte, Gundogan, Verratti midfield, that sounds really good, but I would rather get Bernardo Silva, and especially with Gundogan's age, 32, soon 33, I don't think this is a great signing for Paris Saint-Germain. I think there are better alternatives, but that's been it. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about Ilkay Gundogan to Paris Saint-Germain? Would you guys take him? Yes or no? Allez Paris!